Asus has recently entered the smartphone market with their new Zenfone lineup. I recently spent some time with the Zenfone 5 and I'm very happy to share my thoughts. This is my full review of the Asus Zenfone 5. Before I get started, I'd like to thank Panduo for sending me a review unit. If you'd like your own Zenfone 5, be sure to check the links in the description. We'll start off with the design. The phone is available in 4 different colors: black, white, red, and gold. There's also both 8 and 16 GB variants. The back of the device is made of a premium feeling plastic that resisted fingerprints and scratches. At the top, you'll find an 8 megapixel camera with flash. There's an Asus logo in the center and also an Intel sticker near the bottom speaker grill. The micro USB charging port is on the bottom of the device near one of the 2 microphones. The headphone jack is on the top left of the device and the second microphone is just to the right. The right side of the device houses the power and volume rocker and the left side is completely bare. Coming to the front of the device, you'll see quite a bit of bezel followed by a premium looking chin. The 3 buttons on the bottom, back, home, and multitask, don't illuminate at all and were difficult to see in dark situations. I'm also not sure why the multitasking button is here. I would have rather saw a menu button similar to other smartphones. The front-facing camera lives near the top right of the device, and there's also an additional Asus logo in the center. At 145 grams, the Zenfone 5 is relatively lightweight. It's also 10mm thick, although the curved back creates the illusion of a much thinner device. The only drawback to this design is that when I set it on the table and had to tap on either the left or right sides of the display, the phone would wobble. This is a small flaw, but I honestly think the overall design makes up for it. The Zenfone 5 feels and looks premium, and the phone is comfortable to hold with a single hand. The Zenfone 5 performed well in the call quality department. I didn't have any issues receiving HSPA Plus data, but be sure to check the frequencies before purchasing. Call quality was also above average, and drop calls and distortion were not an issue during the testing period. The dialer also has a built-in note-taking app, and had just a single button to record a call.
For promotion information, press 9 for customer service. 3 for account information. Press 4 for promotion information.
The 5-inch 720p display looks good and has decent viewing angles. The auto brightness setting is also a bit low, and I chose to just manually adjust it based on my environment. Luckily, the Asus Zen UI provided a quick and easy way to do this. With just a simple swipe down, the brightness could be adjusted without opening additional dialogues. Sunlight readability was also okay, and the highest brightest setting seemed to be enough for most environments. It is coated in Corning Gorilla Glass 3 and also has a glove mode, which allows you to use the screen while wearing gloves. I really like this feature and wish high sensitivity touchscreens would make their way to other mid-range smartphones. The Zenfone 5 does have a green notification LED, which flashes whenever you receive a notification. The speaker on the phone was pretty average out of the box, but after the 1.16 update, the quality has greatly improved. It sounds loud and clear, and the audio quality is excellent. I should note that the speaker grill on the back of the device doesn't reflect the actual speaker size. Taking off the back cover, you'll quickly notice that the speaker only covers a fraction of the grill space. I really wish the whole grill was used, and I'm assuming that this was just a design challenge during production, and Asus could not fit such a large speaker. The speaker also isn't as easily blocked because of the phone's curved design. The Zenfone 5's 8 megapixel camera is, well, actually pretty good. The camera took nice looking outdoor images and also handled low light very well in OWL mode. I credit the software for the good camera quality, as Asus seems to have paid a lot of attention towards making a quality camera experience. OWL mode reduces the image quality to 2 or 3 megapixels, but offers exceptional low light images. There's also several camera modes and controls, and they're fun to play around with. Running Android 4.3 Jelly Bean, the Zenfone 5 is in need of an update. Luckily, Asus has been releasing frequent firmware updates to this device, and it is very possible that we'll see an Android 4.4 KitKat update. It is very nice to see Asus supporting their product after release, and I am very confident that they will continue to improve the overall experience. There's also different SKUs of this phone and corresponding software. When you buy the Zenfone 5 from Panduo, you receive the CN model with CN firmware. The CN firmware does not include any Google apps nor services, so you'll be missing out on apps such as Google Play Store. The Asus market and certain apps are also only in Chinese, even when setting the phone to English. If you want a true smartphone experience, you will need to flash the WW Worldwide firmware, which does require some time and can brick your phone. I created a video tutorial on how to do this. Please check the links in the video description. Switching the software SKU will suspend over-the-air updates, and you will be required to manually update the device. It can be very frustrating to get the CN model into your desired software state, so please be aware of this before purchasing. The Asus Zenfone skin is the best Android skin I have seen. Everything looks very nice, and the pre-install apps are really good. I like the custom icons and color palette, and actually prefer this over stock Android. Asus has a unique lock screen, which I also really liked. There's also an easy mode, which looks to be really simple and easy to use. Overall, Zenfone is a really great addition. Asus includes a boost mode, which quickly cleans up items in memory. There's also a quick memo app, which can be accessed from any screen. If you like to read, you'll be happy to see the included reading mode, which changes the display color temperature to make it easier to read text for long periods of time. Asus has also bundled ZenLink apps, which allow you to interact with your phone and different devices. PC Link allows you to share your phone screen to your computer. Remote Link allows you to remotely control your computer. Share Link, powered by ShareIt, lets you transfer files between devices without using a data connection. And finally, Party Link connects to other devices directly to share pictures. All of these apps are very nice additions and make the software experience even better. When swiping down to access the notification center, you have to swipe on the left side, as the right side opens the quick controls. I've seen this on tablets before, but not on a phone. I wish Asus would have kept the usual function, or at least given us an option to revert back. Asus does include their own keyboard, but allows you to switch to the stock Google keyboard without installing any apps. Simply go to the settings to switch between the two. This is very nice, and it's clear that Asus wants to give users options. Unlike most smartphones today, the Asus Zenfone 5 is powered by the Intel Z2580 2.0 GHz dual-core processor. This is a very good processor, despite being only dual-core. Antutu also reveals comparable benchmark ratings to MTK 6592 octa-core smartphones. This phone is very fast, and it's difficult to notice any slowdown. I originally had some issues with third-party apps, but after the 1.17 update, I haven't had any issues. It's nice to see that Asus is working on fixing some of the minor issues that the phone shipped with. There's also 2GB of RAM. High-end games were playable, but they did load noticeably slow and drop frames occasionally. As I stated previously, there are two variants of the Zenfone 5, one with 8GB and one with 16GB. There's also a microSD card expansion slot on both models, up to 32GB. The Zenfone 5 also supports USB on the go, as of the 1.17 update. GPS navigation worked flawlessly on the Asus Zenfone 5. I should note that some users were experiencing issues, but Asus released a software update to correct this. The Zenfone 5 is a dual SIM device, so you can use two SIM cards in this one phone. Battery life on the phone was fairly average, but I did have some issues making it last through a full day with heavy usage. Light usage was fine, but anything that made the CPU work hard, like games or benchmarking, drained the battery quickly. Luckily, Asus provides a few power saving profiles and one is turned on by default. The battery is only 2,110 mAh and it is built in. If you purchase the Asus Zenfone 5 from Pandawill, you will receive multiple documents from Asus, a Pandawill Quick Start Guide, a USB cable, and an AC adapter. And that brings us to the conclusion. The Zenfone 5 is a great phone for buyers looking for the best value. While it does have some software SKU quirks and a small battery, its design, excellent call quality, high sensitivity display, good camera quality, and frequent updates shine. If you were to buy a phone for not only great hardware, but also incredible software and support, look no further. There's also multiple variants based on your storage needs and several colors to choose from. This phone is simply excellent, and I really want to see more from Asus in the future. If you are interested in picking up a Zenfone 5, be sure to check the links in the description to purchase on Pandawell. Thank you for watching, and please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to see more phone unboxings and reviews.